This is Walter. He's awesome. Interview over. Hey guys, what's up? It's Paul. Man, I am back from LegionsCon, and this was awesome. We are going to take a look at this bad boy right here in a minute, and we're going to talk about him. Did you like my interview with Walter? Actually, I wish I could have talked to him longer, but the reality was he was signing these boxes for like 5 hours in the lobby, and I jumped the line to just grab a quick, hey, what up, with my homie there, and I didn't want to tie the line up and make everybody wait while I was talking about nonsense, not to mention, the guy is freaking awesome. He has such an amazing following in the cabal, and he rightfully should. He's one of the coolest, nicest people I've ever met, and I didn't want to tie the line up. So if you were in line, I did it for you, bro. I didn't want to hold you up. But I sacrificed the opportunity to have a great interview. My sense of humor sometimes gets the best of me. But we'll talk about this guy in a minute. Before we do, let's talk about what I've been doing and where I've been. I took a little break from my toy videos because, one, I wrote and directed a little fan film for the spooky season that I wanted to do. Your boy here likes to work in special effects. I get any chance I do, I jump on. If I can act in a film, I do, and it's just my passion. I want to be directing. I want to be working in films more and more. So this year, I shot my own little fan film, slasher versus slasher, horror kind of slash comedy, fun movie. It's on my other YouTube channel that I made for that. It's called Face to Face. Leatherface versus Jason. Oh yeah. So if you like horror movies, if you like slasher films, a little bit of comedy thrown in there, check it out. I'll put a link in the description below. That was time consuming. It was super fun. And man, I loved it. So check that out. And then of course, if you were watching G-Con, which if you don't know, G-Con is like an all day long event that the Four Horsemen put on the day before LegionsCon, and it's online, man. You got to check it out if you didn't. But at the end, your boy here was a special guest. I got to come on G-Con and present the Four Horsemen with something that I made for them. Your boy Walter contacted me a year ago. We started talking about this because we wanted to do something to give back to the creative masterminds that are the Four Horsemen, to show our appreciation, to show how they inspire us to be greater, to do more things. They spark creativity within the fans. That's what this whole Mythic Legions, the pop and swap, the customizing, man, it's all about. And it was my freaking honor, like I can't even express, to present them with something that I made for them with these two brutal hands. Ladies and gentlemen, Aether Blade. There it is. A full-size, hand-forged Aether Blade that I made. I'm so proud of this. This is absolutely the most fun sword I've ever made. This is the first time I ever made an exact replica sword from something. And this one, man, this was my favorite sword of all time. And if you were at LegionsCon, I hope you came over and asked to pick it up and get a picture of it. I am shooting a whole video on this sword. I'm going to throw a ton of those pictures up. It was so much fun. You know, blacksmithing, I've been doing it for most of my life at this point. Been on Forged in Fire, you know, all that nonsense. It's just a life's passion. And to do something like this for them, man, that was the greatest honor ever. And I cannot thank Walter enough. Let me tell you something. He is awesome and super great guy. And this thing, oh man, this was the best. I have it. It is going into the Four Horsemen studio. Believe it or not, this is going to be on display in their showroom. Again, I can't even tell you what an honor it is to have something like that I created that I'm going to give to them, man. I got no words. I'm getting all teary over here. Can't talk about it no more. Anyway, there's going to be a whole video on this. Check it out. If you're new to the channel, please, man, subscribe, like the videos. It means the world to me. You know, meeting everybody at LegionsCon that came up and told me, like, wow, I watch your videos, man. They're really cool. That meant so much to me. You have no idea. That connection back and forth, man, that's what it's all about. And the fan base at LegionsCon is like no other fan base in the world. The Mythic Legions fans are the greatest freaking people on earth. I love you all from the bottom of my heart, man. Love yous all. So I'm going to tuck this away. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to get started on that video as soon as I'm done with this one and get it up, because I got to get them their sword back, you know. So I'm working on the display and everything. It's going to be crazy cool. It'll all be in the other video. And the other thing is I had a table at LegionsCon, Trollhead Studios, where we have all kinds of troll stuff, but also regular standard Mythic Legions stuff and heads and dioramas and things that I love to make, and that's where I sell some of that stuff. And we're going to have the web page back up. It was down a little bit as we prepared for LegionsCon, but it's going back up. It's Trollhead Studios. I'll put the link in the bottom. So anyway, now back to Wal-torr the Mad. This is insanely cool. I love the way this guy looks in the box. And the box, oh my God. Again, Nate with his art. It is unreal. Look at the colors and the depth in that. Man, he is amazing. His art was everywhere at LegionsCon. And I'll tell you, there's a lot of pictures of it. The guy is just the best. The best. This is so cool. I love the way these figures look. You know, I love my skellies, you know, skeletons, man. That was the first thing I saw that got me into the Mythic Legions thing, was the skeletons. And so I'm a huge skeleton fan. And this guy, man, their skeletons are just getting crazy cool. I can't wait for the Necronomus wave. But man, in the meantime, this guy does it for me. And we got this orange cosmic getup. Damn, it's cool. And it's even got a little bit of dirt on it, and it's kind of weathered a little bit. Oh, man, I just love this, man. Cosmic skeletons, I need an army of them. The skeletons, I'm going to have an army of them. So, boy, I can't wait to get this guy over. Look at the details on this. Check this out. This every year, they put out these exclusives for the LegionsCon, and there'll be some of these up for sale on their website, and so you all get a chance to look at them. And you know, just like my table at LegionsCon, I'm going to have everything up on the Trollhead Studios page that y'all can look at what I have, and if you're interested in anything, boom, there's a place you can get it at. So these guys, I love them. I can't wait to get this on the table. I can't wait to take a look at them. I can't wait to see how they pose up. I'll tell you what, let's go do that right now, and then we'll come back and we'll talk about them a little more at the end. So here it is, just pulled straight out of the box. This is what it looks like. It is so well packaged and so cool in the packaging. I'm going to separate the two bubble cards here. This one has the accessories, and of course it just fits in. We'll take a look at that in a second. But first, let's just have a look at this. Man, that's awesome. They have the Cabal symbol on the flag. That is just such beautiful detail and looks so perfect on there. And again, it comes with the head, which is we've seen before on a few of the other figures, Sir Gerard and such. But this is a repainted, redone version. This is just absolutely gorgeous. I love this skeleton look. Then we got the Cosmic Legion side of the packaging here. We have the skull. We have this head. It is so cool. The helmet's down here. We have the little pegs down here at the bottom, down in here, that you can connect the gun to his waist and such. Then these are a set of pauldrons. Let's take a quick look at the accessories. We have some really cool things in here. You have the alien skull, if you want to switch out an alien skull. You have the little piece of info, 3D info that snaps into his gauntlet. This goes around his neck. You get the shield with the Cabal symbol. Then over here, oh my gosh, you got some really beautiful things that come with the skeleton, the bow, the arrow. Look at that. Isn't that sweet? The little gourd. And check this out up top. The Cabal t-shirt. This is the coolest thing ever. Let's pull this out. Little piece holding it. Perfectly done. Look at that. Isn't that cool? If you're familiar, Wal-torr often hands out Cabal t-shirts for free at the shows, and he makes different ones every time. The one I'm wearing today and the one that was handed out, absolutely stunning blue. I'll show you better at the end, but my man Dave Orkin did them. They are absolutely amazing. He is super talented. And then, of course, it has a little Velcro so you can get him in there. I've seen people doing custom Wal-torr figures and putting this on different figures. This is just the coolest. Love that. That alone right there is worth it. So here's a look at the two figures just as they are, straight out of the box with no accessories added to them. What amazing figures, I'll tell you. You have the Wal-torrs, the Mad, your Mythic Legion and your Cosmic Legion in the first ever Mythic Cosmic 2-pack. And this is the greatest figure ever. Both. So the skeleton, I love this guy so much. Of course, he also comes with this wicked cool head that was, as I mentioned, was on Sir Gerard and some of the other ones. But this one here, man, he is so cool. He is like all set up for army building right there. Of course, he's got a little articulated jaw as well. Love this guy. And the cosmic side, man, this is such a sweet version of this figure. I don't know if it's just because I watched a lot of Dukes of Hazzard when I was a kid, but I love the way this guy looks. And even the little sort of distressed little tiny touches they added. Oh, I love them. Clear visor with that. This is like my favorite color of this figure. I even, I expected to put the skull head on him because, of course, he comes with the little skull head. And, something about a skeleton in a spacesuit is wicked cool. But I love this head. And, of course, they also give you this. Check that out. Oh, love this. I'm a skull guy. I love skulls. Really cool. This one does not have an articulated jaw, but it is just beautiful. But what a wicked cool head, man. I need another box set just so I can have one like that. He just looks so cool. Quick word of warning. The skeleton, when I got him, he was pretty tight, like the shoulders and stuff. I had to kind of work it a little bit. This armor piece always kind of butts into there, so watch that it doesn't get in there. But it's always good to heat these guys up a little bit, especially when it's really cold outside. The plastic can get a little brittle sometimes when it's very cold, so it's always good. Warm them up a little bit and they'll move much smoother. And here is the cape that he comes with. This is a cool cape. Has a little tiny hole there. That's for the pauldron peg to go through. And then he pretty much just wears this like a sleeve. Goes right up there, and it's like a one-sided cape. But as I always say, they're your toys. Set them up any damn way you want, man. Make them look whatever. Sometimes I use the cape for a different figure. And this can go clear over to there. And you could stick the other pauldron on, or you could do it one-sided. And again, too, with the peg holes, and especially these pauldrons, these ones I have trouble with. So a lot of times, you heat the body, the hole up, not the peg. Don't heat the peg up, because then it turns to mush and it really won't go in there. But if you heat this body up around that hole, a lot of times I use a hairdryer, and just leave it on there for a minute or two. And that'll warm that hole up and make this go in a little easier. This one went in no problem, so no issue whatsoever. So these guys are amazing. I love the stuff that they give you. I showed you this little guy. I showed you these heads. He also comes with the back piece that plugs in. He looks really cool without it, but he looks even better with it. And of course, the guns that they give you are just beautiful. I love everything color scheme on this one with the red. There's a little hole, which of course is a peg hole that you can put the gun in his belt. They give you the little clear pegs, so you can stick the little clear peg in there and then have him wear his gun. So there's so much cool stuff. This is the little 3D. Look at it. Try to get it to focus right. It's like a little planetary system there. It's so cool. And of course it plugs in his gauntlet and gives him that like scan mode thing. Here's his shield with the Cabal symbol. Beautiful. I wanted to point out too that the gourd with a little tiny Cabal symbol, and then of course it has a little hook here so you can hook it on his belt. And for anyone that doesn't know, people used to carry a gourd. It was a drinking gourd, so you would have your alcohol in there. The flag, everything they give you is beautiful. I'm going to set these guys up, pose them, take a couple pictures, and then when I'm done, we'll wrap it up and discuss what I think about these guys. So those two figures, they are awesome. I absolutely loved both of them. That orange cosmic Wal-torr figure, I really expected to have the skull on there and that was the end. But I love the way that orange helmet with that clear visor looks so much. that that might be the way that one lives on my shelf, because it just looks so perfect with that color scheme and the way that is. Like the white helmet with the blue visor is really cool, but that one where you can see inside, and that was really, really a nice helmet. And I love that. Love it. So that is such a great figure. You know, that skeleton, I love him with the other skeletons. You know, such an impressive little skeleton army. I had to put them together. There's still even a few that I didn't have in the picture that I have, and of course the doubles and such. But I just love doing that, and this, and it was so much fun. This whole video was a lot of fun to make and get to share with you just a little bit of my experience at LegionsCon. Probably put a little video at the end, so check that out. And man, I had such a great time. Thank you, every single one of you who commented and said, you know, hey, I watched your video. You surprised me every single time. I never expect people to watch. So it like just makes me feel so cool to talk to somebody and, you know, have that connection and hear you like what I do. Man, blows me away, and I cannot thank you all enough. I got a special present for one person who said hello, and that's Mike. And we'll keep that on the down low surprise side right now, but I'll reveal what it was in a future video. And a super, super huge shout out to my friend Michael, who sent me this guy. This is the Valiant Knight, and this guy has a brand new articulation. I've seen pictures, you probably have too. I can't wait to open this guy up. Check out how he moves and the new articulation and how you compose him. He's going to be the next toy video I do, absolutely. And I owe it to Michael. Thank you. I was at the show. I missed when they had this guy for sale. And thank you, Michael, man, for coming through. Awesome. Had to say thanks and give you the shout out. This is coming, and don't forget, we're going to also have the sword video for the Aether Blade coming very soon. So please subscribe to the channel, like the videos, comment. It's always awesome. If you see me in person, say hi. Let me know you're a fan of the show, because that just makes my day, man. That's the reason I do it. So, hey, thank you. And we will see you next time on Toys in Motion. Hey guys, what's up? It's Paul, and I'm live here at LegionsCon 2023, where I just got done presenting that sword that I made right there, the Aether Blade, to the Four Horsemen themselves. Here's a look at some of the other swords that I made, Goblin and Orc. And there is our table. There's my wife. Let's take a quick look and see what's there.